Okay, everybody, it's Thursday, so things are getting a little hot. They're getting a little spicy in here because we're spilling the tea always, every Thursday, courtesy of our friends at Spice and Tea. Jane, you will hold the feet.
That's right. Yep. And we got sort of a spicy story for you. I saved this one for you because I thought you would like this, and you were gone last week, so I was like, I'm gonna hold on to a good one for Paige.
I'm so excited. And no, so normally we kind of discuss these a little bit beforehand. I have no idea what she's about to say this week. So this is
I think this is a good one that a lot of people unfortunately might be able to relate to though. Like I'm not sure. I think this is sort of like a hot debate specifically for our generation.
Okay. I'm excited to hear it. I'm also excited to try this out. We have a new tea today.
Yes.
We purposely chose this one because it's a little warm for November, you know, so something a little refreshing that we think would be good cold or hot. We prefer our tea a little hot, but this would be cold. It is Marrakesh Mint Green Tea. And it smells divine.
Yes, that's one of my favorite things about spice and tea is like every time you go and you open anything, like just the smell is phenomenal.
It's amazing. Our whole studio smells like delicious mint right now.
Yes.
In the best way possible. So I'll get to pouring.
All right, I'll get to spilling.
Sweet.
This person writes, 2 years ago, my husband and I became pregnant. This was a huge for us as we both have always been really passionate about becoming parents.
Okay.
Before we could tell anybody though, sadly, the husband's brother and his wife had been trying to conceive and found out that they couldn't.
Okay.
They were devastated. They were heartbroken. This couple was heartbroken for them. So it was devastating for the whole family. She says, my husband and I decided to hold off announcing. We waited 3 months, but then when she started to show, had no choice. A week after they announced it, their brother and sister-in-law adopted a dog named Bella, and immediately she was all they talked about, and they refused to go anywhere without her.
Okay.
Like they're bringing this dog all over the place. They say, we used to be close, but this has ruined our relationship with them. My husband and his brother don't hang out anymore because my brother-in-law is so obsessed with Bella that he's hard to talk to. We even stopped our weekly family dinners because Bella barks nonstop, pulls food off the table. She's a little nippy. They say she's a nightmare. She says, plus my husband's allergic, so we can't even be around her for longer than an hour anyway.
Oh.
They call her their first grandchild. They said there hasn't been a girl born in the family in 5 generations, which bothers her because they had their daughter. Ultimately, like their baby was a girl.
Oh, okay.
So, human baby,
there
first
is a
granddaughter.
Human daughter.
There's a human granddaughter.
Dog daughter.
And there's the dog granddaughter in the family, They say that they think my daughter and their dog should be treated equally and get upset when they're not. They say the people have been checking on mom and daughter and baby. They said they sulked, make this long Facebook post about how they were hurt, how no one had done the same thing for them when they adopted their dog. Like they went on and on and on. And ultimately they got a wedding invite for baby was invited. Bella was told to stay home.
Well, yeah.
Because it's a dog.
Bella's a dog.
And the dog is not of the bride and groom. Sometimes it's cute when the dog is in the wedding for the bride and groom.
If it's
their
the bride
dog
and
he's
groom's.
the ring bearer.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, not as a guest.
Ooh, this is a good one.
So yeah, they say, I know their dog is like their child, and I don't mean to be cruel or insensitive, but I am also tired of hearing them compare my daughter to a dog, and I don't want her to grow up to be around people who think she is equal to a poorly behaved animal.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, your animal is like your kid. Your animal is not your kid.
And I know so many people that kind of joke when pets are first. They're like, oh, my grand dog, my grand cat. But as soon as a human baby enters the realm, it's a joke.
Of course.
It's not serious.
Yes. My in-laws call our 2 dogs their grandbabies or their grandpuppies, and it's funny, and I know that they're joking. And my father-in-law calls me all the time, oh, how are my grandbabies doing? And I know he's talking about the dogs.
Right.
I'm also positive he probably won't do that once I have real kids.
Probably not. I mean, your sisters have kids, so they have real grandbabies that they call their grandchildren.
They also have dogs that don't come to weddings.
Yeah.
So look, I don't want to get too, aggressive, assertive with this person.
Yeah.
Because I get it. It's a sad thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people have known the struggle of not being able to have kids, and their dog is their whole world, and that's fine, and that's fair. But you can't compare it to a real human.
I just don't think you can expect the rest of society to react that
That's
way.
Exactly
I can understand that your dog is your world and they mean the most to you, and whether it's because you can't conceive or maybe you don't want kids, but that dog fills that substitute.
Sure.
But you can't expect the rest of the world to treat the dog the same way that they're going to treat the human grandbaby.
I think that's the best point because that's always been in most controversies or problems, it's people saying, oh, well, this is my story, so you have to deal with it. And that's not how it is. You can't expect society to deal with your problems. It's not their job to cater to you.
It's not society's problem, right? It's true. And I think I picked this story because I thought it was a hot topic for our generation. I feel like there's a lot of millennials that bring their dog everywhere to every restaurant and their dog is a companion with them all the time, which like great if it's a well-behaved dog, and like a lot of people don't train their dogs how to behave in public because like it's a distracting environment for them. Like there's a lot that goes on, and they're like, well, my dog's the best, and you're like,
I'd love to hear y'all's points on this again, because you know, two people who have pets but no children. I'm just curious to hear what you all have to say. This is a tough one. I don't think I have an exact answer. I do have an answer to how much I like this tea.
I was gonna say, not a tough call.
This is awesome.
If you love mint, this is because it's not peppermint, it's mint. And I think you're right. Iced, it would be really, really refreshing on a hot day, but it doubles as very cozy on a cool morning.
I'm digging this. So I'll give
too.
you one quick reminder: Spice and Tea Exchange, Marrakesh Mint green tea. Go get yourself some, and we're going to be showing you also coming up in not a little bit today, but in the next few weeks, some other gifts that you can get from Spice and Tea Exchange.
Because their seasonal flavors are also amazing, so we'll get to those too.
But we're going to get to a lot more Coast Life as well, though, so stay right where you are. We'll be right back.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.